Hey team, what's happening? Um, just gonna make a little new video here. There's been a couple things going on that I've been more and more aware of um, on my road to the Lord, as it seems. One of them I'm kind of struggling with lately. It seems to be isolation, and being lonely. I think that's at least maybe when you're new to this road and to this journey, it kind of seems like a lot of things fall away. They fall away, or they get pulled away, and it's painful. It seems like friends and relationships and just things change, and I know our feelings for people kind of change, or maybe just how we relate or how we think. I think we're getting new minds. We're going through a new process, and some things just naturally fall away, and it's very painful because it's difficult to find like-minded people. I have a couple. I have a couple like-minded people, but even then, I still keep. It seems like people at an arm's distance. It seems like people go in and out of our life fairly quickly, um, and it seems like there's not really a lot of people to really hold near and dear. And I wish there was more. I kind of wish I had like a best friend, or someone to cling on to. And I did have a best friend, and I loved her to death. I still do. She's super important to me, and that kind of just unfortunately naturally fell away. Um, what it'll be in the future, I don't know, but what it is now is not healthy for either one of us. I think we're on two different paths. It doesn't mean I don't appreciate what it was, but I also feel like the more uh, lonely I get, the closer I get to God. So I feel a lot less lonely in the spirit, but I feel a lot more lonely in the flesh. And I don't really know if that's necessarily a bad thing, because I know for myself, I'd rather much more be lonely and not have a team than I would be to be surrounded by idiots um, and people who are in your ear with just bad information and gossip, or just bad company. Bad company corrupts, good hearts. It's difficult to surround yourself with idiots. I mean, sometimes I go, um, even just actually, I avoid the bar like the plague. I don't go to the bar. I don't go anywhere because I don't like it. I don't like rambunctious people. I don't like aggressive males. I don't like obnoxious females, and that seems to be the only thing that I can find in bar settings. So I avoid that. But just cling to the spirit. I mean, cling to the spirit and hang in there. And I pray. I pray every day. I say, Lord, send me some good company. Send me some solid people that are wise. I know wisdom and knowledge, and who will keep me on the good path, and just keep moving, because it's a lonely road, man, and just continue praying for the strength to keep moving, and praying for people that you can find that'll support you, and iron sharpens iron, so it's good to keep trying to find iron. But I always tend to like find, I don't know if this is the case of how we were brought up, but it always seems to be women. I don't get it. It's always women who I find. I don't know if that's me. I don't know if that's like them, but it's like I I would love to find like a strong, smart, wise like male. But it's like I don't know if it's because of my childhood, but I always gravitate towards me. It's always like smart females, I guess, but it's kind of weird sometimes. I'm like, all right, well, I wish I had like a father figure or a brother or something. I'm kind of over the female stuff. I'm not trying to even mess with that for a long time. I'm over that. Uh, but yeah, I think this is probably an issue a lot of people deal with. I go to church on Sunday, and fellowship's so important. Sometimes I'm so picky about who I want to deal with, but being around people and just having even someone with joy and to come over and try to lift your mood or enlighten you or lift you up is like so nice. It's so nice. It can totally just change your whole day, and it should be our goal to be that for others. Even when I'm down, I kind of try to put on a face of joy just to see if I can lift someone else up. Because then when they're up, then I'm up, right? You know, weep with those that weep, and uh, be happy with those that are happy, right? Just kind of be a team. Um, that's all I really got on that, and I just kind of like to make these videos and say what's going on in my mind, and it's cool that people watch it, and I know that it's kind of a difficult path. It's you know I heard someone once a while ago say, "Oh, you're a Christian because of like the warm and fuzzy feelings." I'm like, "Where, dude? Show me where the warm and fuzzy feelings is. I am like short out of those. I'm there is there. Don't get me wrong. It's great, and there is joy. I've been feeling actually elated and full of joy actually for the past few days, and it's been fantastic. Something's stirring and changing, and I'm very grateful for that. So it's good. I can feel the progress. I can feel every night I pray. I'm like, Lord, help me change my mind because the one I'm using is not. I need a firmware update, straight up. And it's been working. It's been working. Something is changing. There's a lot of things changing. Um, and just continue to walk the walk and uh, fight the good fight, and you know, just forgive, and try to find understanding and empathy and for people. The ones we hurt, are the ones who have hurt us, and most of the times we hurt people and they hurt us, and it's a push back and forth. And we're not perfect, we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure it out. Um, it's it's gonna take practice, but the quieter we can get, the more we can read the Word of God, and the more we can just pray and just ask for understanding, I think the better off it'll get. But sometimes sometimes it's difficult and it's painful. It's painful to leave people. You desperately want to hold on to what's safe and familiar and feels good. And um, but when you're getting pulled apart, it's like the harder you try to stay and make up reasons why you should stay and force yourself into finding a conclusion, it ends up getting worse. It just ends up getting worse. It ends up hurting more, and it just so bad sometimes. I think we want to hold on to people. I do. I do. I've dealt with that a lot of times in my life, to hold on to people, just because you love them, and they love you, and each other, and um, it's just familiar. But sometimes you got to make way for something else, I suppose, and you just got to wait for what that is. And I'm hoping that's, for me, some type of service. I like to serve people, and I like to do good works and things that make me happy, and I can feel like I'm serving a purpose. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the Lord has in mind for me, and um, it's probably it. Just hang in there and keep praying and keep walking that walk. You know, the Lord's the the Lord's the best thing we got. And one day I know we'll see Him, and we're gonna realize how easy of a time we actually had here compared to the glory and the grace that's coming. When we see it, I think it's gonna blow our minds, and just gotta say, like, it could be worse for sure. And when we see someone in a worse spot, you help them, try to bring them up to where you're at, or hopefully they're above you and they're doing better than you, then hopefully they bring you up, you know too. Just gotta keep loving.